King George think of the colonists? He thought revolting. Why did Paul Revere ride his horse from Boston to Lexington? It's too heavy to carry. And finally, what did one American flag say to the other flag? Nothing, just wave. Right. Now we welcome the 7th and 8th graders with their performance, The Entire American Revolution in 40 minutes or less.
Nothing's wrong with paying taxes as long as we get a say in how that money is spent. What Britain is doing is called needs a peace.
And that's exactly what we demand. Peace.
Stop acting like you own this, or I'll throw the snowball at you.
That's a wadded up piece of paper.
It's a low budget play, so it's a snowball.
Don't you dare throw that snowball at him.
Throw it! Throw it!
Throw the snowball! Before we continue this scene, we would like to direct your attention
What are you
to
doing?
introducing the love story.
Love story?
All famous real-life historical stories have their own fictional tale of love. The Civil War has Scarlet and Brett, the sinking of the Titanic has Rose and Jack, and our story has Floyd and Gertrude.
Oh, Gertrude, our love could never survive, for you are a British soldier and I'm an American colonist.
But Floyd, I love you so.
We must love one another in secret.
Oh, Floyd.
Oh, Gertrude.
What's going on over here?
Just giving this red coat a piece of my mind. Away with you, you lobster back.
It's about to be a snowball fight, and I don't want to miss it.
Oh, Gertrude.
Oh, Floyd. Text me later.
Goodbye.
We're sick of being treated like children. Go back to your king and take a nest.
Now look what you did. I'll have you know this shirt is dry clean only. In that case, have another one.
It wasn't long before the crowd turned into an angry mob.
The colonists began to throw all sorts of things at the British officers.
Anything they could find.
Take that and that.
Redcoats, go home! Redcoats, go home!
The mob became more and more rowdy.
Redcoats, go home! Redcoats, go home!
In the midst of the confusion, one of the colonists yelled, "Come on, everybody, let's go home and sit by the fire." What did you say? Let's go and sit by the fire. By the what? The fire. Fire! Okay. Bang! You got me! Bang! I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth. Now look what you did. Someone yell, fight! Samuel Adams!
Yeah?
The redcoats are shooting at us.
It's a bloody massacre. Hello? Samuel Adams here, calling from Boston. Did you see what your precious soul did over here? You're over 3,000 miles away. Hold on. Well, why that isn't it? What do you plan to do about it? I'll tell you what. We will do away with all the taxes in the Townsend Acts.
The Townshend Acts taxed the American colonists on tea, paper, lead, paint, and glass.
Except for the tea tax. We'll just keep that little tax to remind you who is still in control. That's all.
What did His Majesty have to say?
He said he would do away with all the taxes except the tea tax.
He can't do that! We love our tea! We'll get you for this.
Ring, ring.
Yeah?
Miss Steely. George, how are things?
George, it's been a long time. What can I do you for?
Look, I know you've been struggling, and I also know you have a lot of tea on your hands.
Get to the point, George.
I will tell those Americans that they must buy their tea from you. It's a win-win. Those fussy Americans get cheaper tea, you earn money, and I get to tax it all.
Oh, Georgie, it's Neil. Bye.
Sweet.
So the deal was done.
But the American colonists didn't like this plan at all. Look, it's the principle of the thing. If the British Parliament controls who sells tea, who's to say they won't start demanding that we buy other things from whomever they say? It's just not fair.
Oh, Floyd, I miss you so. But why are you dressed like a Mohawk Society.
Organized by the American colonists.
To protect their rights against things like unfair taxation by the British government.
Would you be quiet? We're trying to do a scene here. I'll go with you, my love.
No, I can't risk you spilling the beans about what we're up to.
I would never rat on the man I love. Oh, Floyd, 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 do be careful. And know that I will be waiting for you when this whole diabolical plan is over.
I would kiss you now, but this play is G-rated.
In that case,
Go now, and don't say a word.
The Sons of Liberty took their positions.
the docks in the Boston harbor were dark and quiet on the night of December 16th, 1773.
Samuel Adams led his group of some 60 men to board 3 ships that night. Well, see for yourselves what happens.
These Sons of Liberty were proud of their accomplishment and wanted all the colonies to know what they had done.
And because the internet had not been invented yet, they sent trusty Paul Revere on his horse to spread the news. I said you might on his horse.
And out he went, proclaiming the news of what had happened in the Boston harbor.
New York, you never seen the Boston Harbor teach written a lesson.
Awesome!
Okay, New York, you never seen the Boston Harbor teach written a lesson. Hey, honey.
And on he went until all the colonies had caught wind of what had happened in Boston.
Some of the colonies were pleased with the news. Oh, rock on. Cool. That'll show, Britain.
Wish I could have been there.
But others, not so much. Destroying property.
That's one criminal.
That's my stand of law and order. And the rest of the colonies didn't get any lines in this play.
What?
No fair.
Come on.
Hey, Paul, nice horse.
Now Britain was really seeing red.
Ooh, I'm really seeing red now.
See?
Irving! Right here, Your Majesty. I need for you to relay a message to the rebels. Tell them that they are no longer allowed to hold town meetings.
Hey, colonies, you are no longer to hold town meeting.
We are closing the Boston Harbor until the destroyed tea is paid for.
We are closing the Boston Harbor until a destroyed tea is paid for.
And we are placing your Massachusetts colony under British Army rule.
No!
That's what you get for messing with King George. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, we are sending more soldiers over there to keep an eye on things. Ta-ta.
Hello. Hello. Who makes me so mad? This is an outrage.
Outrage.
These acts are intolerable.
Intolerable.
They are so intolerable, we shall call them the Intolerable Acts.
The colonists decided to take action. Every colony except Georgia sent men to Philadelphia.
Sorry.
It's September 1774. 56 men met in secret.
These men included John Adams,
Patrick Henry,
And George Washington.
This was the very first meeting of the Continental Congress. We shall cut off trade with Britain. We shall form our very own fighting group and call them militias. Militias! Oh, Floyd, I miss you so. But why are you dressed like that?
I'm what we colonists call a Minuteman.
What's a Minuteman?
We're soldiers that must be ready to fight in a minute's notice.
Forget all this nonsense. Let's run off together and be married.
Gertrude, I love you, but I must do what I must do. My country needs me.
I should let the British beat you in Concord for saying that.
The British are heading.
Yes, they are planning to arrest rebel leaders and destroy the weapons you have stored there.
We must head to Concord to do away with the British soldiers.
But when will I see you again?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a
Stop! Wrong story. Wrong whore.
Sorry.
Hi. That night, around 700 British soldiers prepared to march towards Concord, Massachusetts.
3 colonists, Paul Revere, William Dawes, and Samuel Prescott headed secret.
Will, the British are planning attacking Concord.
Hey, Sam, the British are planning to attack Concord.
Hey, Paul, the British are planning to attack at Concord.
We must ride our maps. I mean horses around the countryside to warn the people.
Stay.
You run a broomstick, we got our maps.
Hey, look, I'm Harry Potter.
Hey, Paul, you have to met. I'll ride the camels. Moy can take the Roxbury Brookline out.
Right! We'll get those Dementors if it's the last thing we do!
So, the 3 men were off for Lexington and Concord to warn the people of the British soldiers' approach.
Will, the British are coming. The British are coming.
The British are planning to attack at Concord.
We didn't all win a victory war.
Dumbledore believes in me!
This is where the British soldiers are planning to attack. We will be ready up here.
You missed me. You missed me. You got me. You got me. You got me.
Different battles between the British and the colonists continued on and on for 8 long years.
During the winter months, the cold weather and snow made it impossible to fight.
Nice special effects. So the troops would have to wait until the spring thaw to start fighting again.
Lloyd, is that you?
Gertrude, you look so cold.
The winters are very harsh.
I have good news. I have become a loyalist.
A loyalist? Oh, my darling, I'm so proud of you. You have become a loyalist. I have one question, my love.
Yes?
What's a loyalist?
A loyalist was a colonist too.
I got this. A loyalist is a colonist who doesn't want to be separated from the British Empire.
I like loyalists. They are my friends.
I think separating ourselves from the king is a big mistake.
That was 18 now. Are you sure you're not just telling me this to get on my good side?
Watch, I'll prove it. Excuse me, good sir. There are some Minutemen hiding over there, so you better go that way. Here's some beef jerky for food and an extra horse since you're broke. I mean, die. I really appreciate it.
It is true. Oh, Floyd.
Okay, that's enough lunch.
Fine. Just move on to the Battle of Bunker Hill. See if I care.
Thanks for giving me away the next scene. We now move on to the Battle of Bunker Hill.
The British army was trapped in Boston.
Oh no, we're trapped in Boston!
See?
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you British General Thomas Gage.
I have decided to take control of the hills around Boston.
I get it. That way they can't keep down us from the hilltop. They know.
The colonial militia got wind of this plan.
I hear they're planning to attack on Bunker Hill. In that case, we'll go and protect Breed's Hill.
She said
the good news? Thanks. What's the bad news?
We're out of ammunition.
Oh, great. And here come the right group to get everyone. Play dead. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is all wrong. The militia never played dead. Darn it. All right, you guys. You heard the lady.
1, 2, 3, charge!
As you can see, the British won the battle at Breed's Hill.
Bunker Hill.
Bunker Hill, even though it took place at Breed's Hill.
About 150 colonists lost their lives in this battle.
And more than 200 British soldiers were killed. We should end this conflict quickly before things get out of hand. We have signed an olive branch petition and shall send it to King George for him to read and consider. Who would like to take this petition to the king? I will! I will! Splash, splash, splash! You King George?
I am.
Telegram. Telegrams were like text messages.
Just a whole lot slower.
It's about time they gave me some more lines in this play. Dearest King, how sweet. Stop fighting the colonies over here. Instead, listen to what we have to say. What? This is nothing more than open rebellion against Britain. This means war. Well, go tell them this is war.
What? No tip?
Go.
Splash, splash, splash! Shark, shark, shark!
Well, what'd that grumpy old king have to say?
I heard that.
He said, this means war. Okay, everybody clear the stage. Back in the colonies on July 4th, 1776, Congress approved the Declaration of Independence.
Copies of this new declaration were made and delivered to all the colonies so everyone would know exactly what it said.
Extra, extra, read all about it. The Declaration of Independence has been adopted by Congress. Extra, extra, read all about it. The colonies are breaking away from British control and become the United States of America. Extra, extra.
By late August of 1776, under the leadership of General George Washington, American soldiers called patriots were ready to fight in this revolution.
On August 27th, one of the earliest battles of the Revolutionary War occurred on Long Island, New York.
Approximately 10,000 patriots from the colonies faced 20,000 British soldiers.
The patriots were badly beaten.
Not long after, other battles were lost by the Patriots.
By that October, the British Army controlled New York.
Hear that, guys? We control New York. Let's ride into the city and catch a Broadway show for free.
The British Army drove General Washington and his men across the Hudson River.
Gertrude.
I'm so glad you're on Britain's side now.
Well, about that. I decided I don't want to be on Britain's side now, so I sort of don't want to Loyalists in the war.
The thing I love about you is your fickleness.
My devotion to you has never once wavered.
Kiss me.
Yeah, like, G-rated.
Rats.
These are indeed gloomy days for the Patriots.
British troops have pushed the patriots across New Jersey and into Pennsylvania.
Oh, hold on, I'm getting a call. Hello? Wow, thanks for the call. General Washington has decided to cross the Delaware River out of Pennsylvania and attack a bunch of Hessian soldiers in Trenton, New Jersey who are fighting for Britain.
Washington crossing the Delaware? That makes me want to sing a song while the scene is acted out behind me. Row, row, row your boat across the Delaware. General George and all his men finally made it there. Once they reached the water's edge, the Hessians they surprised. The Hessians sure were caught off guard. The surrender flag did rise. I mean, raise. Well, what did you think of my song?
It was just awful.
Well, I never. York.
That's me. She's talking about me. Be quiet and just act out the scene. Okie dokie.
General Burgoyne called this old Betty Howe, who is fighting his way to Philadelphia. Ring, ring. Hello? What's up, Howe?
Burgoyne! Hello, old chap. Yes, I'm fighting my way to Philadelphia.
See,
Listen, we need to work together and kick some patriot booty. I got about 8,000 guys here, ready to go.
Okay, I'll meet you at Saratoga. Look, I've got to get off the phone. I'm in the middle of a battle here.
Hey, I got you!
Let's go.
Coming, sir.
Wait a minute, look. What's the matter? Flat tire. Oh, great. Now let's take a scrap. All right, somebody grab the jack and let's get this wagon moving again.
Because it took so long for them to reach their destination, the Patriots had time to rally up more troops and face the British Army with great power.
Look, we have more soldiers than they do for once.
We had wagon trouble.
Have you heard? All spare and loaded more. Let's get them, men.
Wait! Ring, ring. Hello? Where are you? You were supposed to meet us here.
Oh dear. Sorry, old boy. We decided to go to Burger King instead.
Wow, some friend you turned out to be. Okay, guys, let's get this over with. So the Patriot soldiers and the British soldiers fought.
bang! On October 17th, 1777, General Burgoyne surrendered.
We surrender! We surrender!
Wrong flag.
We surrender! We surrender! Get up, let's go. But we're dead! Ooh. Right. Sorry, could you close your eyes for just a minute? There you go! Alright, now we can't see. Let's go. Geez, some audience. It's not like they know how to suspend disbelief or anything. I mean, really, they've been doing it the whole show.
The British defeat at Saratoga was the turning point that changed the entire outcome of the war.
News of the Patriots' victory reached Paris, France.
What? Is that Benjamin Franklin talking to a freshman? That's a good thing I should read lips.
I would consider it a great favor if you would help our Patriot soldiers in this war.
Wait. Plants! Now realize that you Americans aren't just central.
So you will help us?
Wait, let it come.
Splendid! Come, we will spend the afternoon flying a kite.
Wait.
We get it, you're French.
Just as I thought, Franklin has convinced the French to get involved. We are dead dogs now. Where's my office?
The winter of 1778 and 78 was a harsh and cold one.
General George Washington and his men tried to stay as warm as possible around fires at Valley Forge.
They lived in tents full of holes.
Clothes and shoes were in short supply.
Food was scarce.
Diseases spread quickly among the soldiers.
Many died from illnesses such as typhoid, influenza, and smallpox.
However, that cold winter was a time when the American Army practiced their fighting tactics and as a result became an even stronger fighting force.
The war began to move south.
Spain also stepped in to help the American Army out.
Now what is going on? What? Is that a Frenchman speaking to a Spaniard? Has the world gone mad?
You are my good friend.
You are my good friend.
Then you will consider helping out our American
You
amigos.
alone with Patriots money as well as close the ports of New Orleans to Great Britain and open it to the American ships.
Come, shall we go celebrate this by flying a kite?
Mum's the word. But James Armistead, as you can see by the way he's dressed, was a spy and delivered the secret message to a patriot leader, the Marquis de Lafayette.
Don't look at me. You got any information?
The British are waiting for supplies from New York.
Oh, really? I'll notify the French Navy of this information at once. Anything else?
The fish at 10th Street Market, it's fresh today.
Great job, Armistead.
My spy name's Fred Flintstone.
Thanks, Fred. Suddenly, since French warships were on their way to the Virginia coast, they found their way there.
British warships made their way down the New York coast.
The Battle of the Chesapeake was the definitive Navy battle of the entire war.
Prepare yourselves for the deafening sounds of our cannons.
Oh yeah, well, prepare yourselves for the sounds of our cannons.
Take that! Take that!
Both sides fought hard as bullets were popped. Cannons were fighting night and day.
But the British Navy was defeated.
In the meantime, Patriot and French troops marched south from New Jersey together and surrounded the British troops.
For 11 days, both sides fought nonstop.
Cornwallis, the British general, gave up and sent a runner to surrender to Washington.
Excuse me, sir. General Cornwallis has to give this to you. Quiet! In Paris, France, the Treaty of Paris that ended the American Revolutionary War was officially signed in 1783. The colonies were on their journey at last to become their own country, the United States of America.
The end.